How's it going, everybody? Teacher here, back again with another video. Yes, I'm back with another video. I know it's been like a week or so I haven't put up anything, and yeah, the reason being is simply because work has been stepping up quite a bit, and just like in the gym, if you've only got a certain amount of time to get stuff done, you prioritize. So if you're in the gym, you're going to prioritize doing big movements and doing some heavy weights. But if you've got more time, then you can do more accessory work. And I guess in terms of my working life, this YouTube channel really is just accessory work. This session right here is pretty much, it's just a full body hypertrophy session. The whole point of a lot of these hypertrophy sessions is to get a lot of work done without causing too much fatigue. Obviously, you need some fatigue in order to grow, but you don't want too much fatigue. So that's why I'm keeping stuff in the sets of 8 to 10, and I'm not doing like too many sets. But this is a weekend session, so I did get to do a little bit more volume. I increase it on the weekends because usually I'll eat a little bit more on a Saturday, and then I know I'll always have pretty much Sunday off. So I get through quite a bit of work. This session, I guess, has a back emphasis because I really would need a strong back for all of my lifts, and that's why I kick off with pull-ups. This is still just a warm-up here, and as you saw, the first two lifts there were just lat / back muscles activation, just to try and get a way of being warmed up, because obviously if you're doing pull-ups, that's still quite a it's still quite heavy load that you're doing. It's like you wouldn't go in, and if your squat rep max was 160 kilos, you wouldn't just do your first set at 140 or something. You'd do something else to warm up. And that's what I was doing for my back there. Obviously did my full mobility warm up beforehand as well, but it's awkward to video because it just does take so long and people walk in front. Now we kick off. Actually, no, this is my second set of 3 sets of 5 weighted chin-ups. This one is an 18 kilo kettlebell, I believe. And as you saw with that first set, going around the waist wasn't quite working, so I wore it like a gangster chain, put it around the neck, and did 3 sets of 5. This is the last one. Trying as best I can not to kick up, but I guess I just did there. And then on the third set here, what happened is my camera cut out. So the second back exercise here is pendlay rows. I am a big fan of these, like a huge fan of these, and these are one of the exercises where if you're not trying to cause too much fatigue, I guess I wouldn't run them. Because it's the weekend session, we can do these for sure. These are real tiring on the lower back and the hamstrings as well, because you've got to try and hold that position. And I've got particularly short arms, so I've got to reach a little bit lower than most people. You can do these off of boxes or off of blocks, or even in a rack, I guess. And they're a good way of ensuring that you're not cheating for every movement. So for example, I know a lot of people, when they just do your conventional barbell rows, what happens is as the weight goes up, you're not actually getting stronger, you put more weight on, and all that happens is you end up becoming more and more upright and turning it into a shrug rather than a row. And that means that you're not actually getting stronger, it means you're just changing the technique to accommodate that extra weight. So therefore you're not getting better. Whereas this, if you're picking it up off the ground every single time, you know, you can't really cheat too much. I mean, you can see in that first set, you can pick a little bit of your back up, but the whole point is to try and pick it up off the ground each time. And it's just a really good way of doing it. I enjoy the fact that it has to come off the ground. I enjoy the fact that you have to hold a strong position, because that is going to help like my powerlifting and my Olympic lifting at least stay in touch with it, because I'm not doing a lot / any back squats. I mean, I'm only doing front squats because my lower back has been taking a beating with I'm doing a lot of running, a lot of conditioning. You know, we're also still we're about to start, well, we are in season now. At the time of recording this, we were about to start in season, and so the training load is quite a lot, so back squats have had to go. And I think if you've listened to the Rugby Muscle podcast, most the recent one, I spoke about how movement shouldn't dictate your program. The goal of the program should dictate the movement. So for the goal of this program, I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to gain a little bit of muscle. I know I'm a long way from doing any sort of powerlifting or weightlifting competition, so back squats, the movement itself isn't exactly necessary. And then this is the third back movement that we're doing of this session, and I'm just going to do one set just to almost burn out the back, make sure I've fully fatigued it really. doing the cable rows. I find this is a good way of doing it. If you really try and lean forward with your shoulders and then pull them straight back, that's a good way to get the movement going. I think I busted out 12 here, and that just finished off and made sure my back was nice and fatigued, nice and worked. And then we moved on to an unusual exercise here, which I just did 2 sets of. This is for the rear delt / traps. I guess they're called rear delt / traps raises / shrugs. I don't know, they haven't got a name, but this is the movement. Give these a go. I have literally never seen anyone other than Alex Ferentinos and Alex Miller, co-host of the Rugby Muscle podcast, do those. So yeah, give those a go. They are, you can go real light on the weight, and it just makes it for a good little movement to try and isolate the rear delts, because one of their jobs is to pull the arms back, and I just never see anyone do anything like that. So give those a go. Speaking of Alex, we have started again recording the Rugby Muscle podcast. I'll upload the next podcast here onto the channel tomorrow, so check out that when it comes out if you haven't listened to it already on iTunes. And I spoke about how the movements are dictated by the goal of the program. The goal of the program shouldn't always be the movements, unless obviously you're doing a powerlifting competition or a weightlifting competition. 3 sets of bench press there. I've since switched out just to dumbbell presses because my shoulder's giving me some issues still. And then, as I said here, I'm not doing conventional back squats. These are just box squats, only on 100 kilos, just because I wasn't happy with the leg press that they have here. And I just didn't want to do split squats, which I will be doing for the next cycle, but I've saved those for the next cycle. So here we're just doing box squats, and they get a good little emphasis on the quads without being too fatiguing, or fatiguing really at all on the old lower back, which is where I've been having my issues. So 2 sets of 10 on these. A lot of the movements here I'm doing 2 sets of 10, unless it's the goal muscle. I don't know what I'd call that. The targeted muscle of the day. But otherwise, all sessions are still full body. I'm running at least 5 sessions a week, hypertrophy wise. So if I end up doing like 5 sets, it's just going to absolutely kill me. So 2 sets is all it needs. Oh, I've got a phone call. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so 2 sets is all it needs for most exercises. A lot of exercises, I'm only doing 1 set, which we'll see as I start to get back into doing the daily vlogs, just the day in the life vlogs, rather than just talking over a gym session. Going to do the whole thing again. It's just had to have a break because of work. Things are starting to clear up now, getting back into the groove of things. So yeah, finish off this session with 2 sets of 10 RDLs, and basically these sessions are so bloody simple, it's easy to do, and all I do is week by week add 5, add 10 kilos, as long as everything's written down. And guess what? I'm getting better, I'm getting stronger, and I'm getting a little bit bigger. So that's all that needs to be done. And when I say I'm getting bigger, I mean that my muscles are getting bigger. Actually, I'm getting smaller. I weighed in this morning at 99 kilos, so weight's coming off, but looking a little bit better. And this should allow me to just perform better in general because I've got better body composition. So I feel like my phone's ringing again, but it's not. This is the last set of this video, so if you've made it to the end, thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this type of video, give it a thumbs up, and even if you haven't, still please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. Comment below with any questions you've got. Videos are going to come thick and fast in this next week, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.